It's really hard to stay humble when I know I'm about to show you the most incredible tutorial you've ever seen in your life, and absolutely no mistakes were made in this video at all whatsoever. It was flawless. You're welcome. Hee hee. I got this mold maker from Hobby Lobby, of course. It's my favorite place in the world. And basically this is 1-to-1 ratio. So you pour your mixture, the exact same measurements for each. So I got down to eye level and I made sure that I was pouring equal parts into 2 separate cups. And then once I knew that I had equal ratios, I poured one over into the other and I mixed. You really only need to mix for like a minute or two until everything is completely mixed together. You have about a 6-minute working time before it starts getting hard. So you want to get your fat sausage fingers to work, you know, as quickly as possible. So what I did was I went ahead and used my little silicone brush to pour over into my other little container. And then I used my little long stick silicone mixer and mixed it really well. Now you're gonna need a container to put whatever object you want to turn into a mold. So in my case, I chose a starfish, and it turned out so cute, but I did face some obstacles. Now, some people watching this tutorial might say that I made mistakes, but absolutely not. There were no mistakes made at all whatsoever. I just wanted to show you, different examples. So we're gonna go ahead and just mix our mixture. Super duper amazing, super good. Mix it good, mix it right. Mix this mixture just like you should. Okay, then you're gonna wanna go grab a tortilla maker. If you don't know what the tortilla maker is, I'm sorry, not a tortilla maker, a tortilla maker. You're gonna want to go grab a tortillero, which is basically where you put your tortillas after you heat them up so that they stay warm. And now some people might think that I made a mistake and that I didn't calculate properly, but I didn't make a mistake, okay? I just wanted to show you that you could use your tortilla, warmer tortilla holder, your tortillero. I just wanted to show you that it could have multi-uses. And now that I went ahead and showed you this, we're going to find a different container that's a little bit smaller at the bottom so that the silicone can 100% cover the starfish. Now, some of you might think she's messing up. And look at her. Now she's having to switch over to another container because the tortillero, she didn't have enough to completely cover the starfish, but no, you are incorrect. I did not mess up. This is just me wanting to trick you guys into thinking that I didn't know what I was doing, because by me doing that, it keeps you guys alert and awake, and it makes you guys more focused. It makes you guys pay more attention to what I'm doing. But this was all part of my plan all along, right? To switch it over to the other little glass cookie brownie sheet container. Now, let's just say that I had made a mistake and that you were going to do this again. Basically, you would just want to find kind of a small container to put your object, and you would want to put your object first in there without anything, and then you would just pour your mixture over it to get enough coverage. And you wouldn't have to do this back and forth that I'm doing. But like I said, this was not me making a mistake. This was not anything that was unplanned. I wanted it to be this way because sometimes I get really bored and I like to create extra work for myself. And, that's just the way I am. I don't know why I am that way, but sometimes I'm like, you know what? This is already perfect one way, but since I've got a few extra minutes, let me just create double the work for myself, right? It's fine. It's totally fine. So after I was 100% done switching over all of the liquid pour or the silicone pour, I cleaned up my hands. I cleaned up the space. Honestly, I don't know if this stuff is like supposed to be on your skin or not. The only reason I'm allowing it to touch my skin is because if it's gonna burn or my flesh is gonna peel off, I want to be the one to test that. I do not want you guys in any way, shape, or form to burn your skin. So that is the reason why I have sacrificed myself for you. And so my recommendation would be for you to absolutely 100% wear gloves. I highly recommend that you do wear gloves. I think that you're really really going to benefit from gloves. Now, once I go ahead and finish, removing all the excess off of my little tortillero and over to my little brownie sheet, I am going to let this sit for 30 minutes, okay? 30 minutes. Tell your Alexa to set a timer. And then when you're going to come back, it is going to feel like those silicone butt inserts that you can get at the swap meet for your jeans, so make it look like you have a booty. You know what I'm talking about? Those, you want them to feel floppy and squishy like that, okay? And then you're going to use your sausage fingers to like wiggle out your mold. Look how amazing we did. Look how floppy it is. You could smack it a little, just smack it around a little bit. And then this is where people would think that I made a mistake and that I accidentally covered my starfish on both sides, and that now I have to cut it off. I have to cut one side to pull out the starfish, but absolutely not. The reason I did this was because I wanted to specifically show you that there's multiple ways to do things. And some people may say, hey, she did not know what she was doing, and now look at her having to correct her mistakes. But I say, no. I make mistakes so that you don't have to, but they're not even mistakes. I do them on purpose because I want you to learn from me, right? So if you avoid switching your containers and you just find a container that you're going to know that you can fit your object, and you know that you're going to be completely able to cover the, pour over it, then you're going to be completely fine, because you're going to be able to flip it, once you peel it up or pick it up, you're going to be able to just pull your object out from underneath. But like I said, I was a little bored, and so I just wanted to do a little bit of extra work because, sometimes I just like to spend extra time doing things even if they're not necessary, and I just feel like this is the best way that you're going to learn from me, right? And also another reason why I did this, even though people would say that it was because I didn't know what I was doing, which is false. It is incorrect, and it is defamation of character. Just kidding. I also did this to show you that even if you do make a mistake, there's always a way to fix it. Everything always has a solution. So here, basically, you see me just removing that excess, silicone stuff off so that I can peel my little starfish off. And it didn't really take me that long. I know it seems like it is, but I promise it didn't. After you do all of that work, you can go ahead and extract your starfish, revealing an absolutely perfect, flawless silicone mold. And you can absolutely create a mold out of anything, even your fat sausage toes if you wanted to. Now, the only reason I'm doing this portion right here is just because I want to show you the depths of what you can do by creating your own molds. If you want to make yourself a 3D tumbler, but you don't know how to sculpt, you could just pour yourself a little starfish out of, epoxy or UV resin and glitter, cure it, but not all the way, so that you can mold it to the tumbler and then just adhere it with UV resin. I know, super smart idea, but that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and once again, I will see you on Wednesday. I know this is the best video I've ever done. I don't know how I keep getting better.